The habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hate. Brand new chicks, you don't know that.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Marlon, the drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
At the 36-yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And able to get this one across. It's the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got Burton here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as...
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Late to number 13.
T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Here's Robinson on 1st and 10. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler.
Robinson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Robinson's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things
To throw on second down, Robinson. This is Butler making the catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
First and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
12-yard line.
Now a second down and 6.
Now second and 6.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Indianapolis.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Cardinals 0.
From just shy of midfield, Winston under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Hicks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long for Winston. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Robinson. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Arizona.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robinson That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Robinson. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
7-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the...
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Robinson now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And
this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Burton. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air again with Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult. Now, to me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
And no good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just... turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. At the Colts, 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Final play of the half here, Winston. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Roses to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards in the first. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Robinson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for T.Y. Hilton.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
4th down, Winston. Got an open man, that's Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Robinson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Robinson on first down. And off the deflection, it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter.
And the Colts first down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The Colt ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game-changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effective...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact that a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw is Robinson. Throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Corey Willis. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Robinson, open man, Butler complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
We can't have that.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors yet still play perfect football.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Robinson throwing on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Jim Kirk.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, Robinson. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinal.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hakeem Butler there to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.